everything tank, community tank, tropical. He's super. He has a lot of personality. So next we have the 75 gallon. This is the biggest tank I own. All those little dots are all baby crabs. So our next tank has never been shown on this channel. It is a... Hi, welcome back to V's Aquatics. I know it's been like 3 to 4 months. Been really busy, but I'm gonna try to keep consistent from now on. And I was gonna just do an update video, but I realized there's been a lot of new stuff that I probably don't remember all the way from the last video. So I'm just gonna do all my tanks and animals in one video. So then if you knew, you'd know all the stuff, or if you just came for an update, everything is in the video that was new from the last video. So let's get started. So first off, we have the crab tank. It has a bunch of fiddler crabs, and it's just like, it's super natural. Yeah, I know you can see like 0 crabs right now. There are probably almost 20 crabs in here, but you see all the little holes in here, like right there, there's some bigger ones back there, some in the water. They go in those holes and they hide almost all day, and when I walk into the room, they'll be out, but they all go right back in. So I basically never see them, but I know they're thriving because all those little dots are all baby crabs. Most of them, some of them are moving down there, you see that movement? And then there's some more. If you look down here, you can see some, it's all little stuff right there moving. And we have algae growth, and I feel like I wouldn't even need to feed these guys anymore because they have a bunch of stuff that they can just eat on their own. I still do feed them, but it's basically a self-sustaining habitat. They're breeding, they're just doing everything perfectly, and it's just a big space for them to expand and make a big colony of crabs. So let's move on to the next tank. So next we have the 75 gallon. This is the biggest tank I own. It has a bunch of different cichlids in it, mostly African cichlids, but we have this green phantom cichlid right here. It's the biggest fish in the tank, and this severum right here. And we do have some convict cichlids, but all these guys, like all these small, longer ones, are African cichlids, and they will get to about this guy's size. They're a fish that likes to be kind of like packed in like tight schools, so you can get more of them, which is kind of cool, and they're really bright and colorful like saltwater fish. So that's another cool thing. It's just been a tank I've always wanted for a while, and I got one fairly recently still. It was about 3 or 4 months ago, but I'm just waiting for these guys to grow up. But other than that, that's just the tank for now. Still fun to watch, look at, and everything. And yes, let's go on to the next tank. So my next tank is the 25 gallon. This is my planted tank. All these plants are real in here. It's mainly just this one that took over right here. It's taken over the whole tank, as you can see, even down there. Now it's starting to take over. There are some other plants, but they're not really doing too well. Like right here we have a Amazon sword plant, and we used to have other plants right here that I don't know where they went. Probably got taken over by the big plant. And you can see all the roots hanging down. And we do have a betta fish in here. He's been in here for a long time. Over time, the fish did nip off his fins. He used to have long fins, but they don't anymore because he doesn't really have any. And it mostly just makes it easy for him to swim because those big fins make it harder for him to swim. So I think now he's more happy too because he's also in a really big tank. But I do have some feeder minnows in here because they're just kind of cool. It's always something I was thinking about keeping, and I just never really did. I do have some pufferfish in here, just 2 little dwarf puffers right there. And we also got corridors and this little African dwarf frog right here. I have 2 dwarf frogs in here. There's a lot of places for them to hide. I also have a few mystery snails and neorite snails, some neon tetras, some x-ray fish. And I do have a wonder star killifish in here. He's right there. Oh, there he is. And then there are some hillstream loaches in here. I don't know if I can find, oh, there's one right there. So there's a hillstream loach, they're pretty cool. And there also is a pleco in this tank, and a long-nosed Farewella catfish, which is a really cool fish that I am actually surprised I cannot find right now because he is pretty long, but he can blend in pretty well because he literally looks like a stick. So he could be on any of these logs right here, and I would never know. But yeah, so that's all for this tank. So our next tank has never been shown on this channel. It is a 29 gallon baby turtle tank. Right now we have 1 baby yellow belly turtle. We have his heat and UVB, which is really warm. His basking spot right here that he has easy access to get up to. And there is a baby yellow belly turtle right there. You can see he's just chilling, peeking above the water right now. Can't really see through those. But yeah, that's your best view for now. If he comes out, I'll show him to you. But there he is right there. He's got really cool designs, and he will grow pretty big. He will have to get an upgraded tank eventually. But right now, this is perfect for him. Enough water for him to swim. Nice filter, nice basking spot, and a lot of plants for him. Here he comes out right here a little bit. But yeah, so he's just really cool. A lot of personality. He will hand feed, which actually we'll show you here in a second. But yeah, so I'm gonna actually do that right now, get him out and hand feed him. So let's do that. Alright, so here we go. I have food in my hand, and he's just gonna come out right out the water and eat that from my hand. There he goes. So really cool turtle, a lot of personality, and you can see he's just eating it right now. And he has not a super strong jaw yet, so he has to wait for it to kind of get soggy a bit and like filled with water before he can actually eat it. But yeah, so that's this tank, really cool. And then we'll move on to a 40-gallon breeder tank, which is my axolotl tank. We do have Toothless, the axolotl in here. We used to have another axolotl too, but she did sadly pass away because of fish were picking on her. So that was kind of sad, but he was toothless. He has a lot of personality, just like the turtle. And we do have some goldfish in here, some Geotetras, and this one guy right here too. So this is just kind of like a cold water tank, and there is Toothless, our axolotl. And so that's also a cool tank. And now let's go on to the last tank. The last tank is a 55-gallon tank. This is my tank that I just have like all my fish I got for fun, so it's not really have a theme to it. But it has some big mystery snails, some angelfish, glowfish, a big old pleco right here, another mystery snail, just a bunch of variety of fish. It has some rainbow shark back there, some ghost catfish. And it does have an elephant nose fish, which is right back there. I don't know if you can really see him. And it does have a ghost black knife fish in here too. And it has some banded loaches. And this catfish right here, Pictus catfish. So it's kind of just an everything tank, a community tank, tropical. So yeah, that's this tank, and then that's all of the tanks. So that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.